Welcome back to another great conversation here on effective living. Every Monday night, we do it a little bit different. And we're so grateful that you guys have been making a commitment to join us here on our social media platform. The goal of this platform is to help you to take control of your life. You heard me correctly. To take control of your life. We call it effective living. You should be working to live, not living to work. You should be getting to a point where you're liking who you're becoming. And if you're not liking who you're becoming, you can make some adjustments. Well, tonight we're going to dive into one of the subject matters that is based around the foundation of what effective living is all about. If you've been following this platform for a while, it's all about faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. Well, tonight we're going to dive into fun. And I'm joined with one of our best. She is none other than Coach Deborah D. Smith out of Jacksonville, Florida. What's up, Coach Deborah?
Oh, good evening. I'm so glad to be here.
Listen, I'm so excited about this talk. Before we dive in this beautiful Monday, how are things going for you in Florida? Jacksonville, the great sunshine state. I love Jacksonville. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in Jacksonville this time of the year.
Well, this is a sunshine state, but guess what? We are seeing a lot of dark clouds during this season. We have a lot of rain, of course. We know that it is hurricane season, but we have been seeing like 70% chances of rain each day, and I think we have been receiving that 70%. And I'm excited and hoping that we'll see a little change tomorrow. My favorite team, Pittsburgh Steelers, are here in Jacksonville tomorrow. We'll be there, but I hope the weather makes it a nice adventure.
Nice. Well, one of the things we know is the rain keeps it beautiful as well because it's a tropical area, unlike that of Arizona or, when you go over to California, it's dry all the time. And there is a guarantee that there's going to be a month or two or even three with no rain, but there's a penalty to that. You don't get the beautiful flush greenery that you guys get to enjoy there in Florida or even more specifically, Jacksonville. Listen, tell our viewing audience a little bit about what you've been up to. You held an event lately, a virtual event. You're an author of a book. You have a platform that is out there to connect with people. Tell our viewing audience, for those who don't know Coach Deborah D. Smith, and I'm hoping that a lot of people will connect with you and follow with you on your platform. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Of course, I'm Coach Deborah D. Smith of Build Your Best Life. And what Build Your Best Life is, my niche is working with teenage and young adult males to overcome obstacles and to build their best lives. Therefore, I have posts daily on all social media platforms. I do coaching consultations with them. I have experts from all fields: education, mentorship, pastors, leaders, parents, anyone that can benefit and assist our young men. I have them on my platform. I do 3 live sessions each week. And so whatever I can creatively do to get young men engaged and to help them, because it's better to train early rather than try to fix later. So that is my niche and what I try to do with young men. Last month, or earlier this month, I did have my 3rd annual virtual education symposium, and it was amazing. It was amazing. We had some great educators to come on. I think we had 2 from the Dallas area. We had Minister Kara Crockett, Pastor Dr. Cedric Dinkins. We had Christine Strangfield Ricks from Chesapeake, Virginia, and we had Anita Cummings from Thompson, Georgia. And when I say amazing, I know that's a word that a lot of people use, but it was amazing. I could not believe the insight, the creative information that they provided. So all of those sessions are still out there on my platform. So if you missed them, you need to go out there and check them out. And everything is under Build Your Best Life on Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube. So you can still see that those sessions from the Education Symposium. My website is www.buildyourbestlife.org. That's www.buildyourbestlife.org. And from there, you can find out everything. You can get a copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. It is an amazing book. I read it over and over again. I know it's mine, but the information that is in here, it not only helps our young people, but it helps our parents, our educators, everyone. And it is amazing when people talk to you and tell you something, and a lot of times you don't want to listen at that age, but if you can sit down and read it yourself, and it's like, wow, Michael Jordan went through that, Thomas Edison went through that. Oh, I didn't know that about Tyler Perry. And real people, real situations. And so I just enjoy doing the work that I'm doing. It is my purpose. So it's my passion. I love it.
And it's a beautiful thing to tap into purpose. The late Dr. Miles Monroe said, where purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. And so you don't get the joy of a day, the week, or a month, or even a year when you don't understand or embrace your purpose. And so thank you for being a purpose statesman, a purpose, awareness person who's sensitive to this reality, because a lot of people are continuing to drift but don't know why they exist. And so thank you for being so amazing and committing to do what God's called you to do. How can people purchase the book?
If they go on my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org, they can go out there, order the book. They'll get it very quickly, an autographed copy. I keep them in stock. And if you prefer the Kindle version, go to Amazon.com as well. And you can get a copy, very affordable.
Excellent. Well, let's go ahead and dive into today's talk. We're talking about fun. Oftentimes, young men want to have fun. Young ladies want to have fun. Parents want to have fun. There was a song that says, girls just want to have fun.
Yes.
So we're going to want to dive into this subject. When we talk about effective living, we talk about faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. One of the things that I've been pushing is this whole idea of having it all. Having it all. There's an old slogan or statement that I've heard commonly stated in the Bahamas and sometimes even here, and it goes like this: you can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, why in the world do I have a cake that I can't eat? Well, whose cake is it, right? And so the whole concept of having it all, what's your view there? And why do you think so many people, before we even go into the subject at hand, don't think about constructing their life? You're building your best life. And building your best life will then demand that you pay attention to all of these facets. It's like somebody saying build a best house, but you have the option for a garage, but then they come and tell you, well, you shouldn't try to put everything in that house. You shouldn't try to get no garage. Oh, why shouldn't I put a garage in the house? Why shouldn't I put a patio in the backyard? Why shouldn't I put some storage and some cupboards and some cabinets? You want your house to be what you want your house. You want your life to be what you want your life. Talk to us about that whole concept of having it all. Why do you think that's such a difficult term in so many people's lives?
Because, having it all, you think about that, having it all, that would be amazing. But people sell themselves short, I believe, and they want to concentrate on one thing. When I first get married, it's all about my spouse, or it's all about my job. When I have children, it's all about my children. So they only focus on one thing. It's almost like they're afraid to venture out what's going to happen. You can't break anything. It's just like when we first, well, me, when I first got initiated with a computer, it was like, okay, all it's going to do is beep at you, if you do something wrong. So go ahead and go for it. And that's what you have to do in life. Just go for it. But people are so afraid that it's like life is just going to blow up in front of their faces that they won't venture out to do different things to find out what is life really about. What will make me happy?
Well, that's such a good question. And for those of you guys that are watching us on YouTube, you're watching us on Facebook, wherever you're watching us, you maybe need to write that question down. What will make me happy? And Coach Deborah, a lot of people, their whole view of happiness and wholeness is based on society's view. Some people don't take the time to identify what is it for them. Like what makes you happy may not be actually what makes other people happy. But if you're happy and you're really doing well from the inside out, that's a very, very healthy place to be. Let me ask you this. When we talk about making that decision to have it all and not just focus on one particular area, as you mentioned, you get married and it's all about your spouse. Then you have kids and it's all about your kids. And then you get a career and that's all about your career. And you maybe get connected to God and now it's all about your church. And so we lean on these one elements. Let's talk about balance. And I teach balance is a lot like not trying to hold everything in place equally. But I think balance is, you've seen the jugglers. The Bible says, to whom much is given, much is required. The more things you're called to do, the more things you have to touch. It's not that you need to hold them, you just need to touch them. When you're with your spouse, you're with your spouse. When you're with your children, you're with your children. When you're on your job, you're on your job. When you're at church, you're connected to your faith. And it's like learning to manage how to juggle. What's your whole view there on this? I don't think I can have it all because that's balance, and the balance, some people just may think it's too much. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think that a lot of people think that's too much, but you have to, it's just like everything in life, you have to be focused, be intentional about things. And so it's not like, like people, you can tell people, marriage is not something you agree to all these vows, but if you don't work at your marriage, it can fall apart.
Yes.
So if you don't work towards having it all, how can you have it all?
Come on.
So you got to focus on different things, Okay, so I have a family and I know what my kids need as far as homework, time spent with them. I know my spouse, what he needs, when he needs a back rub, when he needs me to listen. I know when I need my me time. I know when I need to do ministry work. So I have to know what it is that I need to do, and I need to organize, balance, and I can have it all. I can do it all. Sometimes people say, you're just doing too much. But if you are focused and intentional, you know what you're doing, you know what you have to do. You got to put things in place in order to make it happen.
I love that. Yeah. And, as you mentioned, you know what you're called to do. You know what you have to do. Someone is judging you based on what they would do, but they're not you.
Right.
And I think it's super important that you understand, hey, listen, I got a full day. Oh, you got too much on your plate today. Hey, don't tell me I got too much on. Listen, Coach Deb, I've been doing this thing where I'll declare my age. I'm 46 years old. I know how to figure out what it is that I now know, what I want and what I should be about. And I've done the work to learn how to identify what's a little bit too much for me. And when I'm a little bit too slothful. Let's dive into the subject at hand today. When we think about the whole term fun, a lot of people don't like their lives. It's like, I don't like my life. Now here's the deal. If you're going to be living for another 10 years, don't you think you should do something very intentional to make sure that the life you're living is the life you're enjoying? Come on, talk to us.
Most definitely. I mean, you can, if all you're gonna do is go to work, come home, do homework with the kids, go to bed, get up in the morning and do the same thing. Wow. What is it that it's gonna make you happy? Give you some joy in your own life. Yes, you need to take care of X, Y, and Z, but first and foremost, you need to take care of yourself. That means your physical being and your mental being. So you need to do some fun things. If you don't do fun things and enjoy your life, you're gonna be miserable, but those around you are gonna be miserable as well. Because no, I don't. Who's going to lunch? Oh no, I'm okay. Because they're always negative. They don't have anything pleasant to say. Why? Because they're not happy with themselves. So of course they're not gonna be happy with anything else. It's just, it's just it like I say, it takes work in anything, in any type relationship. So these things that you want to do in life, it's going to take time. So it's like, okay, yes, I retired after 41 years. So people will say, well, I don't understand. You always busy. Every time I call you, you're busy. You're doing something. You retired. You're supposed to be having fun. Hey, I am having fun. Ooh. Every time I can touch a young man's life. Hey, put one mark down for Deborah D. Smith.
Yeah.
I got grandkids. I see them when I want to. Yeah. They can be here. I can still be doing my thing. Yeah. Hey, I'm having fun.
And see, that's the thing. Living life on your terms. The whole subject being coined around after retirement, you check out, is actually not really the healthiest way to go. Because think about checking out and being checked out for 20 years, 30 years. You could still have another 30 years after retirement.
Right.
After retirement. And then what do you do with it? What do you do with it? Like, hold on, you know what? I'm going to build my life to work for me. And I got my grandkids, I got my spouse, I got my home, I got my faith, my church. I'm connected and I'm alive. Retirement doesn't mean decay. Retirement doesn't mean wither away. Retirement, no, it's more about shifting from one season to the next. And I love what you said. I'm having fun. Now, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching, I want you to go ahead and write in the comment section. I am having the most enjoyable time of my life, if that's you. And then for those of you that are working on it, say, hey, I'm working on learning how to have fun. Okay? I'm working on learning how to have fun. We're going to talk about some things you can do to make sure your life is fun right after this commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Through the Effective Living one-on-one coaching program, you receive customized strategies and techniques to help you move from where you currently are to where you see yourself. You will work with world-renowned life coach, Ricardo Miller, who has more than 2 decades helping people maximize their purpose. Show us your target and we'll help you hit it. Visit www.ricardomiller.com to enroll.
Welcome back to Effective Living. It's our Monday night conversation. We like to talk about practical things people can do to take better control of their lives. Tonight, I'm joined with Coach Deborah D. Smith. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and we're influencing the world right here on social media. Wherever you're watching from, go ahead and put it in the comment section. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. If you're watching us on Facebook, please share. Tag somebody and tell them, hey man, you've been talking about not liking your life. These guys are talking about how to make your life fun. Now here's the deal. You can always find excuses that will keep you stuck and present to where you are right now. What you got to do is you got to understand that the truth comes to set you free. So Coach Deborah, we're going to talk about 5 things that people can do to make their lives fun. And these 5 things are found in our weekly blog. Every week on Mondays, the website, ricardomiller.com, drops a blog. And this week's blog is talking about how to make your life fun. For those people who says, well, I don't have time to do a lot of things. Make time to learn the things you need to learn so you can have the life you desire. So go to ricardomiller.com, read the entire blog. We're only going to give you 5 points from out of the blog today. So if you want the entire blog, go to the website, leave a comment, and let me know. Hey, Coach, I was listening to you and Coach Deborah, and I wanted to go ahead and let you know I went over to the blog. I read the blog. So, Coach, let's talk about these 5 things that people can do to make their life fun. Number 1 is stop saying no so much. Stop saying no so much. Unfortunately, a lot of people's lives aren't exciting. It's boring because they're so quick to say no. You know, do you want to go to the mall? Do you want to go horseback riding? Do you want to go walk at the park? Do you want to go bird watching? Do you want to go have dinner on a patio? Do you want people, do you want to dance? Okay. Do you want to do karaoke? Do you want to play some dominoes? What's your view there on this whole quick to say no, but yet people are wanting their lives to be better, but they're so inclined to say no?
Well, people, of course, as you said, yeah, I want my life to be better. I don't know why I don't enjoy my life, but you control yourself. So one thing is to stop saying no. In my book, I have a chapter, Never Say Never. And it's just amazing. Like 2 of my favorite things, had I said no to situations, I wouldn't know about them. One, when I was in high school, well, middle school, actually. Back then, from the neighborhood I came from, whatever, what we cooked at home, that's what we ate. I had no idea what pizza was.
Okay.
Well, I had this teacher, and he was going to take the class out to look at art and everything. And then he said, and afterwards, we're going to go get pizza. Well, it was 3 minorities in there, and all 3 of us like, pizza? We'll eat pizza. We didn't say we didn't know what it was. We'll eat pizza. So he had I would say, discernment to like, okay, do they even know what it is? So he stopped and got us something else, but he said, I want you to try this.
Wow.
Tried it. Pizza is one of my favorite foods. Now, what if I had said, I don't eat that, I don't want that, and never tasted it? I'd be missing out. Can you imagine missing out on pizza? Oh my goodness. And then another one was a young lady that I worked with. She was single, and she would always be, going on vacation, taking vacations. And so she said, a group of us are going on a cruise. Cruise, I knew I had heard of cruises, but, haven't given it a second thought. And she's like, yes, you'll have so much fun. I went on that cruise. When I tell you, that is my favorite type of vacation. Put me on a ship. Hello. What if I had said no? That's too much water. No, I can't be confined. No. And that's what happens. We won't try things. We won't try to become friends with people from different cultures, nationalities. We won't try different foods. We won't go to different areas of the country. We just want to say no to everything. And then we want to know, well, why am I miserable? I never have fun. I don't have anything to do. Well, when someone tries to introduce you to something new, you say no.
Yeah. Wow. Well stated. I'm going to ask you to give us the highlight on point number 2. But, you mentioned cruise. And for those guys who are watching, we're doing our Effective Living Cruise with Coach Ricardo Miller. And as you heard just now, Coach Deborah, she loves her some cruise. And so we got, Coach Ricardo Miller and friends, we're going to be cruising on the big ocean. Hanging out on Convo Cruise Liner. And here's the deal, guys. 2023, we're going to be doing another cruise again. And so more information will be coming for that. But we're going to get this one wrapped up. And then we're going to come back again. Because here's the deal. You need to make your life fun. Okay? You're going to have to do some things you haven't done before to get what you have not gotten before. Coach, what is the next one that we're going to dive into?
Okay, the second one is get out of your comfort zone at least once daily. But you're saying once daily. Some people never get out of their comfort zone. You know, I'm comfortable with this blanket. I'm not going to change the blanket on my bed ever,
Yeah.
ever, ever. I've had the same blanket on my bed for 10 years.
Yeah.
Your kids buy you something new. Oh, no, no, no. I got to use the old one. I got a couple of quotes here. One of them is by Brian Tracy. He says, you can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new.
Come on. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It couldn't be said any better than that. Go ahead.
Yes, you know, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And then here's Benjamin Franklin. He says, without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. So if you do what you always done, you're going to get the same things you've always gotten. You're not going to be any different. No improvement, no development.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just boring.
This is so here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching us and your life is boring, you can change that. You can change that. Now here's the deal. You don't have to be reckless and do something on the far extreme side of things. But you know, Coach Deborah, what I did a few months back, I started making a list. Every 30 days, do something exciting, Ricardo. Every year, I make up a list of things I want to do within a year. Last year on that list, I'm not a friend of snakes, okay? But I went to a snake farm. Why? Because I said, I'm going to make a list in this next season of my life of fear to conquer. The fears that I need to conquer. Because here's the deal. If you don't conquer fear, fear will conquer you. And it will suck the life out of you. And you won't enjoy a festival because you're afraid of people. You won't enjoy a park because you're afraid of insects. You won't, you won't enjoy your city because the little news report on crime. You won't enjoy the world because of what you see on CNN. You better learn how to put fear under your feet and tell yourself, I'm going to make my life fun. Now, if you're watching, you need to say that with confidence. I am going to make my life fun, which means I have to come out of my comfort zone. Coach Deborah, what is our third point? Because a lot of people, that's going to be a struggle, but it's possible. What we're teaching tonight, it's possible to do. It may be difficult at the onset, but if you start practicing to do this in small increments, small little ways, you can find yourself having the victory.
Yeah. And before I go to number 3 real quickly, I think it was a couple months ago, I had Ricardo Miller Jr. on, and we were talking about fun things to do. And he told about a slew of things to do in Dallas. People were like, hey, I didn't know about that. Whatever. You need to go back and check that out. And that just goes to show you can live in an area for years and years and years and don't know what's going on around you because you don't try anything new.
So true. So true. So true. And you with you saying that, effective living, we have our 3rd annual 5K run walk. It's fast approaching. This is our 5K run walk on September 3rd. Now, the crazy thing, Coach Deborah, is that I've been living in the Dallas area for 20 years, and the park that we're now having the 5K on, I drove past for years and says one day I'm going to go ahead and go check out that park. Or I'm going to check out for years. And then I learned that the Dallas-Fort Worth area has some of the most beautiful parks in the country. And then I got into visiting parks and cycling at the park, and it just took my life to the next level. So it's amazing how you refer to what RJ mentioned, in that we don't take advantage of some of the amazing things right within our reach.
That's right. Let's move on to number 3. Decide to laugh more. You don't need a crowd of people to laugh. I mean, if I had a stressful day, I might pick out an old movie or find something, and I can sit there and laugh by myself. It is hilarious. The other night I pulled out what is it? The whole Steve Harvey book. What is it?
No, Think Like a Man. Not that
Yeah,
one.
Think Like a Man too. And to
Uh-huh.
see Kevin Hart up on that table dancing, boy,
Uh-huh.
I was laughing so hard I was crying.
Uh-huh.
But hey, I just felt so much better afterwards. But just
Yeah.
laugh, find something to laugh about. Sometimes you have to laugh at yourself. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes people get so stressed out and so tense. You know, you miss and hit your hand. Oh, I think I broke my finger, and then you just so upset. Laugh it
Yeah.
off. You know, that was so
Yeah.
silly. If I had been doing what I was supposed to be doing, I wouldn't hit my hand. But you have
Right.
to find
Yeah.
things to make you laugh. That is such a great feeling to be able to laugh and then laugh with other people. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. What do you think? Do you like to laugh, Coach? I know you do.
Listen, listen. I tell people I don't do anything I don't enjoy, and when I'm doing workshops, seminars, and stuff, I be cracking up, right? But you know, one of the things you said about this particular point, and if somebody's watching, is it's really important that you write this down and make a note of it. And that is the key word you said was decide. Decide to laugh. You got to decide. You can decide to laugh or cry. You could decide to laugh or get mad. You could decide to laugh and you could decide to laugh, take it lightly, because the truth is there's so much more crazy stuff happening in the world than you to be so fickle that you're allowing everything to emotionally damage you in the negative when the laugh could protect your heart. You know, the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence. It's amazing how a good laugh will put an edge of protection around the heart. You know, don't take life so seriously, people. Don't take life so seriously. You've only got one life. Why not enjoy it? One of the ways to enjoy it is to say laugh. We used to sing a song. For those of you guys in the Bahamas, if you're watching this, put a comment and say you're in the Bahamas. Put 242 or something. But Coach Deborah, when I was growing up in the Bahamas, they had this song, and it was an elementary song. It says, "Smile a while and give your face a rest. Raise your hands to the one you love the best. Then shake hands with those nearby and greet them with a smile." And it was amazing because they would open up the classroom day with the song as trying to help the kids to be sociable. And it'd be smile a while, I'll give your face a rest. She said, give your face a rest. Right? Raise your hands to the one you love the best. That's God. Then shake hands with those nearby and greet them with a smile. And it's amazing when you go back to your seat, you felt so much better about your day because you smiled. You know, I mean, listen, a smile changes it all. You go in the bank and you're smiling, the teller is going to deal with you better. Hey, if the police pulls you over, you smile. Don't be lusting at the police now. Don't be trying to, you know, but if you smile, just, hi, hello, officer, how are you doing today? You know, I mean, you go to the doctor's office and you walk in there with a smile. You say, well, you know, I'm having some pain, but you know, doc, I'm still able to walk in here and I'm grateful because I know you're going to help me get through this situation. Oh my goodness. The perspective the person who embraces a smile has to now incorporate is all based on deciding to. All decide.
That's good. Decide. Yes. Yep. Laughter makes the heart go fonder.
That's what it said.
I love it. I love it. Well, hey, how about number 4? Stop taking life so seriously. I gotta say it, you know. Oh, well, I'm in church, so I have to sit like this.
Yep.
The pastor says something funny.
Yep.
So I can't laugh. I'm in church.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Laugh whenever you get, you know, whenever something tickles your fancy, laugh. I mean, sometimes you might be in a place you got to hold it down a little bit, but hey, if it's funny, you probably can't help it a lot of times.
Yeah. You know, I went to an improv. I love going to the improv. I love going to a comedy club. There are some people that are gifted in making a room laugh. And so Karen and I were out to dinner not so long ago, and the pastor, he was celebrating his wife's 70th birthday, and his best friend came, and I told my wife, I said, those two together are comedians, man. I would pay to watch them two for an hour, just do a show, because they play off of each other so well. But I go to comedy clubs, and I love those experiences. And And I can remember one time going to the improv. And the comedian, one of the opening acts, came up and he said, he looked down, he saw this lady, and she's like, and he built his whole show off of her seriousness, because he's like, Miss, I hope you know you're in a comedy club. And she wouldn't change. I didn't like, I don't know what happened to you, but I'm sorry. And he kept, and so because she didn't even know how to laugh, she became the joke of the room, because she was in a place that was supposed to be about laughter and didn't know how to laugh. Some people have not developed themselves to learn how to not take life so seriously. So they show up, and you're not supposed to be on 10 with seriousness all the time. If you do that, you will ruin your kids, you'll ruin your marriage, and you will mess your health up. Come on, man. So you got to tell yourself, hey, listen, somebody said, well, you know, look what your child did. Hey, it ain't that serious. I'm not gonna blow a fuse because of that. It's not that serious. Oh my goodness, look what happened to the car. It's not that serious. It could be worse. So don't take things so seriously. Decide, you know what? I'm gonna lighten up. I'm gonna lighten. A lot of sickness actually finds itself attacking us because we over engage ourselves with a level of seriousness that actually moves into being toxic. Okay, it's being toxic. And so the life is to be enjoyed. You know, there's a statement that says, smell the roses, you know, smell the roses. And life at its best is when you can learn to sit at a park and nobody's talking, but you could see the birds fly. You could see the little ducks in the pond. I mean, you could just, you know, you don't have to have your phone on. You don't have to be in a conversation. You're just knowing that this is a beautiful moment. But in addition, to watch a kid play and fall down with his sibling and they're laughing, and for you to sit on the sideline and have a good laugh out of their laughter, oh man, you talk about healthy. Talk about versus being so, oh, watch it, you're gonna hurt yourself. These kids are having a blast.
Jumping. Yeah, you know, and a lot of times people will say, why is she always looking like that? Well, you know, she been through something, blah, blah, blah. Or he been through something. But you know, it's just like when you're driving down the highway and it's storming and you want to pull over, but you decide to go on. When we go through the storms of life, we have to have that faith that we're going through this season, and it's just only a season for a reason. But when we come out on the other side, it's going to be sunshine and a bright rainbow, you know?
And that's what I love. The fact that no season is forever. Right. And, you know, Coach Deborah, I can remember having grown up on the street, and where I came from, you didn't laugh. You know, as a matter of fact, I do a radio show talk in the Bahamas now weekly, and we talk frequently about how when I was a kid, the culture for guys was that as soon as, if your mother would have asked you, girlfriend was to ask you, your kid was to ask you, hey, can we take a picture? As soon as the guy shows up to take a picture, guess what the whole demeanor comes off to be? So there was this cultural setting where the guys believed that the best picture was called screwface. So this was my... And so the little son is trying to smile, or the wife is trying to smile, the mom's... No matter where the guys go into serious mode. And it wasn't until I started to mature and study and reveal, you know, you got dimples for a reason, Ricardo Miller. You know what I mean? And, you know, learn to smile and make life so much more lighter. And years later, now I'm influencing other guys to say, hey, man, what's the angry demeanor all about? It's not healthy. You're looking like you're taking life so serious that why aren't you enjoying this moment with your son? Why aren't you enjoying this moment with your mom or dad, with your family picture? Why aren't you enjoying this moment with your spouse? Why? It ain't that serious, bro. It ain't that serious.
No, it is not. It's so, you know, you have to, you know, and so now I kind of understand why, you know, young men, they just stand there with.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
So why are you smiling? But
Yeah.
we have to just learn, and platforms like this help are to help. And if people listen and share this information, it can change your life. It's like, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I need change.
Yeah. And there's a time to be serious. There's a time to be serious. But the Bible says there's also a time to laugh. There's a time to have fun. And you got to learn how to make sure that you're constructing your life, building your life, assembling your life to have all of the pieces that life is supposed to have. And one of those pieces is called fun. What's our last point?
Okay, our last point: start hanging out with fun people. Like, I don't know any fun people. I don't even say that, because just because someone may be an introvert, they may be very quiet, polite, reserved, that does not mean they're not fun people. Hey, talk to people. You can't get to know if they're fun or not if you don't talk to them. You walk in a room, you looking around, you go and sit with someone that you already know.
Yeah.
I don't meet someone new. But people, you do want to hang out with people that are fun. When they laugh, you can laugh. You don't ever want to, especially if you're down and you had a tough day or whatever, and you're in an environment, you don't want to be around people that they're going to be like the lady in the Comedy Zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what they say, birds of a feather. You don't want that sticking on you.
Yeah.
You want to be positive, upbeat, and have fun. So see, it's another session, but that mindset. See, you got to have your mind focused. I'm going to be positive.
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun.
Yes. I like that. I'm going to be positive, because you have to build that in, because you could be a Debbie Downer. You can go to a place where it is designed for fun, but then you walk in the place, you decide to sit at what's this? All the tables have people to it but one. You decide to go to the table with no one at it. Okay? Listen, everybody is commingling and connecting with each other. You decide to stand up in the corner, pull out your phone, and only engage yourself with your phone. Okay? Now, the question is, there someone fun in the room? Of course. Of course, whenever you bring a group of people together, somebody's going to be fun. Now, let me tell you something. If you're looking for the fun person, that's the easiest way to find the fun person. But if you're looking for dissatisfaction and the many reasons why you can't have a fun time, then here's the deal. You're going to, you know what? They even ain't delivered the food yet. Oh, God, the speaker is going to speak real loud. I can see it already. Oh, the air conditioning here is so not on. It's so hot in this place. Why is it so small? This place is so small. Oh, my goodness. I had to park so far. I'm already upset. I had to park so far. Why they got me sitting to my back against the speaker? I mean, come on. I have to turn around. This room is not set up the best way. Oh, the music is too loud. Oh, the speaker is talking too low. There are people who focus like that, and they're wondering why their lives are not fun. You show up to the table and you have the jokes that is actually supposed to suck the air out of the room, not the joke that motivates and inspires the room. Now, here's the deal. You want to get to the table when you walk into a room and you look at who's the fun person. Hello. Who's the nicely engaged person? Who's the person that, if I'm going to be in this room for an hour and a half, I'm going to buddy up with this table right here. We were at a social not so long ago, my wife and I, and they came to our table a couple of times and said, y'all know y'all are not the host table, right? Why are y'all at the loudest table? And we all concluded after a while, we're like, well, I think the spirit of jealousy is on some other people at these other tables. Because this table is crunk. This table has raised the roof. We're not afraid to enjoy ourselves. If we're going to be present, why not tap into a level of enjoyment in whatever you're doing? Make it fun. Yeah. Having dinner with some friends, make it fun. About to walk in the park, make it fun. But you said, man, this traffic in the city, make it fun. Put on a comedy deal online and plug in your phone to listen to a comedy show and make the whole experience fun. But at the end of the day, there's a group of people who have committed themselves to having fun. And that's why I like what we're about to do coming up. There's a group of us who says, listen, we're going to do life and we're going to have fun. We're going to do life and we're going to have fun. So guess what we decided? We're going on a cruise together. We're going on a cruise together. We're going to have fun. And here's the deal. You can have fun. Okay? Yes. And fun, here's the deal. Talk about this, Coach Deborah. Fun does not always have to cost you a lot of money. A lot of people think, oh my goodness, but I'm broke. You don't understand. I'm in the red financially. I can't afford to. I didn't say buy fun. I said have fun. What's your view on that whole concept of having fun and deciding to do it with limited or possibly no money?
Well, there is always somewhere to have fun. You don't have to spend a lot of money. And just like I stated earlier, all those places that RJ gave, hey, those are places that you can just go to. They don't cost you anything. You can go to a park. Hey, let's go to a park and sit around and watch the, I don't know. You may have a park where they have a lot of flowers or greenery, whatever. You might want to go there. And afterwards, we'll go get some ice cream. That's not going to cost you a whole lot. Why you're there, you're going to be talking, interacting, having fun, bringing up something that happened 5 years ago. Hey, you remember that time you was going down the steps and you fell? Oh, it just brings back a whole nother level of laughter. I mean, there's so many things you can do. You can invite people over into your house. So we're just going to watch some movies, just chit chat, because you know when you get together, you're not gonna watch that movie because you're gonna be talking and laughing, having fun. We just want some little snacks or whatever, some pretzels or some chips, maybe some dip. Hey, that's fun. Come over, get in the pool. You know, there is so many things you can do and just have fun. I know our couples ministry, I've never gone on it before, but they're always doing the Amazing Race. So they'll go to the mall and just go around. So I know that must be hilarious. You know, but there is so many things you can do. And if you haven't taken the time to really have a good laugh lately, oh, you are wondering why you got this ache back here, or you so miserable, find a way to get out and laugh. You will be amazed.
I'm going to dive into a key word you said, find a way. Find a way. And a lot of times you don't have to go so far to find it. You just have to know that it is there. And sometimes you need to ask God, open my eyes to see. Because sometimes it can be in your neighborhood. You can join the association. You could join your church, an organization or group at your church. You can join the neighborhood association. You could join a Rotary Club, a Toastmasters Club, and you can join a gym, and they have those different classes that are dance centered, but it's exercise based. I mean, come on, there is so many. See, human beings are social creatures. We do better together. Okay. In the words of Billy K. Johnson, the journey is better with friends. We are social creatures. And when you commit to now finding a tribe, a group that speaks your language, it sets you up to doing so much better in life. And here's the deal. You can have different groups for different purposes. Okay? You can have different groups for different purposes. You say, hey, when I hang with this group, it's all about fun. Okay, when I hang about this group, it's all about faith and outreach. And this one right here, this one is all about money and investment. When I hang with this particular group, it's all about family and legacy. Build your life in a way that your tribe is being departmentalized in a way where there is nothing missing, lacking, or broken. Okay, now here's the deal: if you put a wall up and you start to say this is never going to happen, guess what? It'll never happen. Okay? If you say, oh my goodness, nobody around me ever have fun and I can't find people to have fun, as long as that's what you believe, that will be your reality. Okay? That will be your reality. It may not, all depending how far off from having fun your life is. It may take a little while for you to get in the groove of learning how to have fun easily. Some people have been out of the game of life for so long, Coach Deborah, that it's going to take them baby steps to get back into the groove of things and learning how to have fun. But here's what you have to accept. It is possible.
It's possible.
It is possible. The Bible says all things are possible to them that believe. So if you say the rest of my life is going to be the most enjoyable season of my life, and you truly believe that, let me tell you something. You will enjoy cutting the grass. You will enjoy cleaning the house. You will enjoy going to the grocery store. You'll enjoy meeting up with some friends. You will enjoy feeding the pigeons or the duck at the pond. You guys say, oh my goodness, I had a blast today. What did you do? Went down to the pond with a loaf of bread, and them birds just kept coming. And oh my goodness, one tried to bite me. I ran and I fed the other one. And you're having a blast because you're making your life fun. Coach Deborah, what's your closing thought on this whole view of making your life fun? As we have people on YouTube and people on Facebook, they're watching us, and we're telling them that they can build their best life. They can live life effectively. But some people are just wishing that it'll happen. The truth is, you got to work for it, right?
Right. Well, what came to me as I was thinking about this is this book, Effective Living. It's an amazing book, and I read it often. You see my little tabs here and everything.
Look at that.
But,
Look at that.
but this week in our group, we've been talking about the bucket list.
Yeah.
So, hey, your bucket list. Now, your bucket list should be full of things that you will enjoy doing. These are things that you want to do before you die. So what better way to laugh than to fulfill some of these things on your bucket list? Like one of the ones on my list was to go to Pittsburgh, because I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I had an opportunity to do that last year. I had so much fun. I laughed. I enjoyed the city. I saw things I've never seen before, but it was a fun time. I was with my husband, so it was with a fun person. I met people. I wasn't shy. So it was amazing. But you have to, it's up to you. You have to decide. You have to find ways. You have to find people. But read. You learn so much and get so many ideas and insight when you read. But read things that's going to feed the mind. And effective living is one, and it's part of the 5 concepts that we studied, that fun in there. So have fun. You are missing out on a part of your life. You're cutting your life short if you're not having fun and laughing. And I'm serious about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, have fun. She said it just now. It's a part of the foundation for which we believe the whole concept of life at its best is built upon. Faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. There's a group of people called to do life with you. Okay? Nobody's perfect. Everybody got their own little thing they're working on, but at the end of the day, though, the journey truly still is better with friends. And if you don't like where you are, you can make some adjustments so that over time, you start to see your life reflecting what you think your life should be. That's really what all effective living is all about. Every week, it is our goal to take control of our lives. Here's the deal. It's not going to happen on a weekend. It's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen even in a month. Probably won't even happen within a year. It's not a destination. It's a journey. It's learning to take what has been given to you and utilize it to the fullest. Should God give you 3 more years, 5 more years, 10 more years, 30 more years, 50 more years? The question is, are you going to take control of your life and says, hey, I'm going to do extremely well with faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. I am not going to be one focus. I'm not going to just lean on one of those and then be regretful in the other 4. Okay? Don't do that. Be intentional about what you do. Tonight, we wanted to inspire you to tap into the whole concept of fun. Now, last but not least, having fun by yourself is so cool, and it is so healthy, and it is so available to all of us. But don't dismiss the whole element of fun with others. Okay? Don't dismiss it. Learn how to have both levels of fun. One, know how to enjoy life by yourself. Two, learn how to enjoy life with others. To me, that's the total package. That is the total package. Now, Coach Deborah, you have an event coming up later this year, and you've been very generous in what you've been trying to do in helping people. Give us a 2-minute snippet of what that is, and persons wanting to maybe financially support what you have coming up, because November is a really grateful month. It's Thanksgiving month, and some people like, you know what, I want to support an endeavor, I want to support an initiative. You have something coming up. Give us a little snippet of it, and then let them know they can find you to figure out how they can help partner with you or become a sponsor.
Thank you so much. Yes, in November, the second weekend in November, I will be doing my Grateful Conference. And of course, we will have speakers to come in and talk about being grateful, because we could all feel grateful. But again, my niche is young men. So this year, I am going into one of our facilities that house young men that have found obstacles in their lives, and going there to speak with them, speak life into their situations, to give them that hope that, yes, you did make a mistake, but you got to get up, dust yourself off, listen to basic principles on how you can overcome those mistakes and come out better on the other side. Remember, we talked about that storm. Yeah. And in doing so, I will donate a book to each young man, plus a care package with items that they need for their daily upkeep. But the basic premise here is to go in and speak life into them. Because sometimes when we make a mistake and we get put away or whatever, we lose all hope. We think the world is against us, and we think nobody has our back. And that's not true, because I, for one, and I know there are many others, look to assist our young men, because we need them to make this world a better place. We need better people. So that is coming up in November. So if you can reach out to me and be of support, that would be wonderful. And you can reach me on my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org, or you can go into Facebook and DM me, but it's www.buildyourbestlife.org, and leave me a message as well. And I really appreciate all of your support and your prayers, please.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Coach Deborah D. Smith. We appreciate you and all that you're doing to help young men, not only in Jacksonville, but around the world through your platform. Ladies and gentlemen, every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're here trying to simply drop thoughts that will provoke an idea in the hearts of individuals, that will catapult them to taking their lives to new levels and new heights. We pray that something was said that inspired you, that reminded you that you are responsible for creating the life you desire. Until next week, same time, same place, go ahead and do what you got to do to take control of your life. Thank you again, Coach Deborah D. Smith. Love and appreciate you.
All right, love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.